What's up, Libra? Welcome to your reading. All right, let's see. What do we have in the blessing bag for Libra? What blessing? What do we have in the blessing bag for Libra? That kind of rhymes a little bit. A full day of fun, fun, fun. A full day. The whole day is going to be fun. Yes, a full day of fun, fun, fun. I feel like somebody's changing their energy. Somebody has pent up energy. Yep, a long journey. Yep, all day long. Something is going to be a journey today. It's good news. Real good news. The rider is coming along with some good news for you. This is really good energy, especially when it comes to, having this lighthearted day. Like something that's going to be really just light, fun, free, freeing type of energy. And it's a long road here. It's a long road. So something's going to be a long day, but it's a long day full of fun. Like you may find yourself going to multiple different places. Like you are going to be worn out. We have the death card. Yeah, somebody's energy is changed here. All right, so there's a person who decided not to give up. So you decided not to give up on your journey and you decided to go through this spiritual death and you decided to come out on the other side fully changed, rebirth, and ready to live out this newness. This would be this new energy. So for some of you guys, days are getting longer. For some of you guys, you are about to get a little bit more energized here. We do have the Ace of Cups pouring out and we have this transition. So there's a lot of love pouring out. There's a lot of openness. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of gifts. Okay. There's a lot of abundance that's pouring out to you within this transition because you were able to go into this transition. Also, there's a person who's a little bit more peaceful. All right. So there's something that you need to leave behind. There's something that you need to be done with, whether this is an energy inside of you, whether this could be a physical energy or something like that that you have carrying around. It's just the energy of being done with it. It's the energy of letting something die. Something has come to its phase where it is done. It's over. It's finito. For some of you guys, this is this energy within you. You come to this phase where you definitely need to see yourself in a different light. You come to this phase where you need to look at life through a different perception. You've come to this phase where there's a different aura about you. You have a different understanding. You have a different type of attitude. And there is something that you could possibly be holding on to that in return is holding on to that very energy that you need to let go, that has come to its point where it's time. It's dead. It's dead energy. All right. It's time for you to bury it and get ready for this new. All right. So a person is ready and open for change. All right. Let's see. What frequency is Libra vibrating on? That was a mouthful. What frequency is Libra vibrating on? The frequency that Libra is vibrating on is conception. It seems like these just conception and a lot of things about birthing energy. A lot of things about the energy of fertility. It's a lot of things about allowing. So it's this energy about birthing. There's a miracle that's happening here. You have your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. So you're about to see some type of beautiful vision. This is the beginning of a beautiful vision. This is the beginning of a beautiful life that's happening for you. I feel like this is the beginning. Okay. It says the frequency of conception invites us to bring our conscious to our origin, to the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focus, awareness, and intention. So this is the beginning of something beautiful, the beginning of a miracle, the first step, the beginning energy. For some of you guys, it's a place that you go back to. For some of you guys, you're going to be realizing you've been trying to run to a place, but Spirit has been trying to get you to get back to a certain type of state. And there's a need for you to get back to it. For some of us, we've left our lights or we've left our true selves because of the opinions of other people. And we've been trying to get furthest away from our true selves, only to realize that our true selves are the most creative. Our true selves are loving. Our true selves are something amazing. It's a light that is really bright, only to try to get back to ourselves, get back to the parts of us that we tried to deny or we couldn't see as beautiful, or we couldn't see as light. And so for some of you guys, this change or this death card, it's about you returning somewhere. It's not necessarily about you ending something and going into a whole new environment. That is what the ego has been letting you know, that this version of you is not good enough. There's a need for you to shut it down and get into a whole nother view. But then you go through your spiritual journey only to fall back in love with the most beautiful aspects of you, just to come back to yourself. So some people could be returning back home. Okay. I'm going into the Earthcraft Oracle for today's reading. Going into the Earthcraft Oracle. Let's see. Where's Libra's current energy? Okay. Your current energy is planting seeds. So you're all in alignment with this new energy, this new life energy coming into your life. You do have this fern energy here. In the past, there were a lot of people, outside influences, negative people in your ear. All right. And negative people influencing your seeds, or negative people influencing how you view yourself and your creations and the things that you have within. All right. So now you have the sight of the owl and you have the spirit of the east. You are in your power. You are definitely in this energy where you are seeing, you are clairvoyant, you are in your intellect. You have that crown chakra download coming to you, and it's going right to your third eye for this vision. So you do have this vision of this clarity, this truth that's going to happen. And you start planting your seeds regardless of what a person is saying, regardless of what a person has said. So you are able to see the truth. So for some of you guys, you had a lot of naysayers around you, and not necessarily just coming to you and say, you know what, we're going to stunt Libra's growth. A lot of you guys were dealing with a lot of projections from other people, a lot of fears from other people. A lot of people said things out of projection, out of fear, out of non-belief, out of lack. So a lot of you guys were on the back burner, taking all in those things that had nothing to do with you. There's a person, if you could tell your inner child that those things that were said to them, or those things that they experienced, was a projection of another person. And the reason why sometimes we can't get that is because we're in the feelings of, I'm just innocent and I didn't deserve all of that to be thrown at me at that time. So there's a need for you to kind of talk to your inner child in a sense. But right now you're in this place where you are planting these seeds, and you don't care what a naysayer had to say. You don't care what a naysayer got to say. How you get to that place of you not caring what a naysayer has to say right now, you need to not care what they said in the past. Okay. So you rewriting some type of future from the past, or rewriting some type of energy from the past, or what a person could have possibly said to you. It's none of your business, and you're planting these seeds. A lot of people try to talk you out of planting these seeds, but you're planting them anyway. Okay. What else? What's going on with Libra on the spiritual plane? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going on with Libra on the spiritual plane. You got the spirit of the north, grounding. Yep, you in the dirt, all right. Libra, you're playing in the dirt. You are in the dirt with this ivy. Look at this. Now, these are the positive relationships that are surrounding you. So, positively, spiritually. For some of you guys, you have some of the most positive. I watch, because sometimes I like spooky stuff, but I watch when people have this interference with these negative spirits and these, negative things, and they're afraid to go to sleep, and they can't sleep in a dark room, and blah, 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 blah. Not saying if you can't sleep in a dark room, but I'm just saying I hear these stories. You have so much of the friendliest people. It's given Casper the Friendly Ghost. The only thing that the invisible people around you is probably going to do is hide your keys, They want to see you scramble a little bit. You know, hide some stuff for you, trickery, like things like that. But as far as like, these are really, really good relationships. They give you the gems. They put things on your feed that you need to see. They put you in places when you need to get some certain type of information. They connect you with the right people. It's like, it's a really, really good bond that you do have with the spiritual realm. And you're grounding yourself in that. This would be like encouraging you to do something for them, because they're always doing something for you. There's also this transformation energy. Like I said, this death card energy, like you are in this energy where you are coming out, and this is you. Some of you guys could be coming right back to yourself. You've been gone a long time. And it's because you felt like that this is what you had to be. This is what you had to sound like. This is what you had to look like. This is what you had to ingest. These are the people and places that you need to go around. This is how you need to. And you go on your spiritual journey only to realize that, oh, shit, I abandoned myself and I need to get back to me. The time of me abandoning myself, that is over. That is the death. That is the ending phase of me abandoning me. So you are very, very grounded spiritually. What's going on with Libra on the spiritual plane, on the physical plane? On the physical plane, we have this karmic debt. This is this loss here. Karmic debt here. Soul loss. And I knew it was a loss. This wasn't even that card, but it was this soul loss. So something, you're planting your seeds right now currently. And on the physical plane, you have this karmic debt. And this is something that has to be repaid. This is like karma type of energy. And at the same time, you're in this transition or in this phase of dealing with the soul loss. I don't think you guys know the heaviness or the weight of that. In a transition of dealing with the soul loss, also going through karmic debt right now. And I'm going to read to you a little bit about what karmic debt is. Because as soon as I seen it, I said going through a loss. It says, do you believe in second chances? Well, the universe does. Not just in second chances, but third, fourth, and as many chances are needed for you to feel loved and fulfilled. The trick is that second chances are not always what you expect. More often, the second chance comes from the form of finding yourself in a repeated pattern and realizing you have an opportunity to make a better choice this round. So this karmic debt is not like, oh, I'm being repaid or I'm being whatever. This is you getting into this cycle, repeated cycle, and seeing that you are in a repeated cycle. And the reason why I'm bringing up this soul loss is because there's something that changed you on the inside that you've been through. Like this soul, like you go through a loss that you are completely different afterwards. And this difference, whether this has been happening before the loss or whatever, but just the loss is here. You are in a repeated pattern that is trying to get you to make a different choice for a different outcome. But there's a person that's continuing to do the same thing in a karmic cycle. Really in this karmic cycle, not really in this like karmic debt. When this card comes up, it's an opportunity to change these patterns and greet your mistakes with compassion and the desire to choose empowerment over victimhood and responsibility over blame. It's easy to think your past is all you have or that you will spend the rest of your life making up for it. But the beauty of the future is that it is untainted and it can be whatever you choose. This card brings you a powerful message. Mistakes are something you do, not who you are. Okay? So I feel like that there's a person who could possibly be a little bit too hard on themselves, especially while they're going through this soul loss. Yes, there is something that you have been repeatedly doing. Yes, there is a pattern that you found yourself in. Yes, there is a mistake that you have been repeatedly making, but this has nothing to do with who you are. So this allows me to believe that this transformation has a lot to do with who you are and not what you've done. It has a lot to do with who. Okay, so there's a person or there is an aspect of you that is over. And this would be the aspect of you of thinking that you are your mistakes. You are what people who don't like you think of you or have said about you. You are your felt relationships. You are your felt friendships. You are your felt family bonds or whatever. You are your career failures or whatever. When you are not the mistakes that you have made, you are much more than that. And I feel like there could be a person who could definitely be in the phase of giving themselves a second chance. We do have light here. You have this sacred temple. This is you. This is your light, and this is your sacred temple, and this is you shining your light. So you're about to plant this new seed. You have the option to do something different in this karmic cycle. And in this option, you are planting your seed because the past people, the fern, with all of the negative people surrounding you and even clouding your own vision, it doesn't matter when it comes. You're breaking yourself out of that. You let that die, if that makes sense. Somebody is also learning to be a little bit more compassionate with themselves. All right, what's the message for Libra in love? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Transform with the raven. The truth. Follow your heart. Yeah, follow your heart. You have ivy here. You have this drought. Right now, you could feel like you are in a place of drought. You are in a place where you don't have. You are in a place where you don't have enough. You can have negative minds or negative whatever. It's time for you to take a load off. Time for you to replenish your energy, especially when it comes to love. There's some past memories about you being around people who love you and appreciate you and accept you just for who you are. And there's also a need for you to understand that you can give. You are the water woman, the river woman. You can water, water, water and still replenish. You don't run out of love. So even though you could have possibly been through something where you feel like I can't love again or I don't have any more love to give, which we say these foolish things to ourselves because they sound cool and catchy. Sounds cool to say, I don't got no more love to give. Well, when you are in abundance of that, if you didn't have no more love to give, you wouldn't even exist. Because even beyond this physical body, you still are created in love. It's all created in love. So there's a person who is definitely going through some type of drought right there, but it's the understanding that they are replenished of, they are like diminished of love. They don't have any. They are a drought within. So there's a need for you to replenish yourself. But a lot of this, and I'm still trying to understand this. I'm still trying to understand and ingest this. That in a relationship, the physical, and a lot of the times, we're gonna get a little bit authentic in this reading. A lot of times in relationships, you'll find yourself leaving your needs and put it into the needs of the other person, when it is 100% like important for you to fill your cup. Not even just when you by yourself, but especially when you're in a relationship. And I do feel like that is what a person kind of forgets when you are the river woman. And that's why the river woman never falls out of, she never runs out of water. It's because she waters herself. She understands that she has a lot from the universe. She understands that the universe is always working with her. Even if it's something that she doesn't want to hear or it's something that she doesn't necessarily like. She understands that the universe has a higher intelligence and the universe always has her back. Instead of a person who would be in a relationship who feels like the universe doesn't have my back a lot of the times, and I'm not protected a lot of the times, and I don't have a lot of water. I only have this much to give, so I can't really, it's the difference between lack in a relationship and being abundant in a relationship. And I feel like there's a person who needs to be an abundant individual in a relationship in order to get an abundant actual relationship. Being an abundant individual will actually attract you to an abundant relationship. Being a lack individual who's in drought, who's in the energy of drought, will only give you that relationship that reflects that same vibration. And a lot of us, we go into relationships needy. Like, I need. I need to be replenished. I need to feel happy. I need to feel secure. I need to feel safe. And not filling our own cups, or not making sure that our cup is filled first. We put that in the hands of another person, and we end up disappointed, because we've gotten this weird idea that the people who are replenished in their relationship, they came empty and they just start pouring in, got poured into. But really, the person who was being replenished in a relationship came to the relationship with their cup full, and they got their energetic match of that cup being full. And we just have a different type of idea of it. What message do we have for Libra in career? Transform with the truth. The truth is that you are the river woman. What message do we have for Libra in career, business, and finance? Ooh, this is where you're planting the seed at. In career, you're planting this seed in career. You got the womb here. I love this card. Got the womb here. Planting the seed here. Have this birch card here. This is definitely there's a death. There's also this darkness here. There's this birch here. For some of you guys, you may have to leave a clique. You may have to leave something. There's also this storm that's making you alive. There's a lot going on. And then in the midst of that, you're pregnant. And it looks like this person is very, very, very pregnant. So in the midst of a lot, you got a lot going on right now in career. Okay? A lot going on right now in career. Someone was at first sad about something happening in career, or a new beginning, but there's healing here. And somebody is about to meet someone who has the answers, or who has the wisdom that you need to hear. In the darkness, you meet the medicine woman, and you wouldn't meet them because the medicine woman is in the darkness. So you would need to go to the darkness. You would need to access the darkness, go through something in order to access a certain level of information from a person, or in order to find a person who has a certain level of information. Understanding about trusting your journey, especially when it comes to career, especially right now. Someone could be very scared because somebody is very, very pregnant and about to pop with something. And I don't know, but you do. And then the medicine woman for it. So you have this person who has the knowledge and the education to help you with this baby that's about to come. So whatever this seed that you've planted, or this seed that you've nourished, is ready to come out, especially in career and finances and business. You are ready. You are ready when it comes to career, finances, and business. Let's see. What does Libra need to be on the lookout for today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The spirit of the East, this clarity coming into you. Clarity, this balance, this shift. You're shifting into this clarity energy, into this abundance. Abundance is a state of mind. That's the first sentence with this card. Abundance is a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's a way you have to be. It's a way you have to show up. And you have the answers. You have gotten clarity on how you need to show up. Somebody hasn't been showing up this right way in their life. And this is back to the beginning. This is you getting back to the beginning, or you getting back to the start point of everything, where you can kind of change the dynamic. You can change the energy. You can change your vibrational matches. You can change the people that you meet. You can change the people that you date. You can change everything based off of your state of being. Because if it's not in your frequency, it won't be in your simulation. If you raise your frequency, you get a raised simulation. You get more of the simulation that you want. If you keep on lowering your frequency, a lot of what you want will just be what it is, what you want, and not what you have. You get on the frequency of possessing. You get on the frequency of actually having that inside, actually seeing yourself as abundant already. Then it's not something that you actually reach for and want. It's something that you are. So there's a person who's shifting into this energy, and this is through this clarity. This is through this meditation, through this prayer. There's a lot going on through the crown chakra, so be mindful of these hints of wisdom, or be mindful of the Akashic records being open to you. All right. Also, a lot of brilliant ideas. Also, somebody possibly can see a lot of white feathers. A white feather will be the symbol of your abundance. For some of you guys, you could be seeing it where this will be the symbol. You'll have to decide whether this is a need for you to change your being. Okay. Change your energetic vibration to a state of more of that which you want. Become a vibration for that of which you want. Become the frequency of that of which you want. Or this would be you in this energy, since you are about to pop with something, that your abundance is here. It just has to, what question are you asking? So if you're hearing this, you'll probably think, okay, do I need to change my energy, or I need to change my energy? And this white feather that you see is a confirmation of that. For some of you guys, you'll be asking the question, where is this I've changed my energy, and is my abundance, am I on the frequency of my abundance of here? And that white flower will be, that white feather will be a confirmation of that. All right, what's coming towards Libra today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Prophetic dreams. A prophecy comes to you in your dream today. Forest bathing. Get out there in nature. Get out there in nature. The river woman and the spirit weaver. So you're about to see how this abundance, you're about to see how this abundance, this state of being, which I'm going to read the river woman because this is like one of my favorite cards here, just by the meaning of the card. I just love what it means. It says, a river woman is in touch with the shifting currents of her soul. She embraces life as it comes, the gentle flow, the dammed up blockages, and the perilous rapids. How can she stay calm amongst such change? She knows every situation, no matter how challenging it may be, is in favor for her highest good. Every fear is an opportunity for her to rise. Every obstacle is a chance for her to grow. And every blessing is a cause for celebration. She can flow through life like the wisdom of the earth's ancient rivers, dancing and sparkling, secure in knowledge. She will find calm waters again. When a river woman runs into your reading, she reminds you to trust in the journey mapped out for you by the universe. You may feel trapped in rushing rapids, hitting rocks on every turn. Or maybe you're at a fork, trying to decide which way to go next before you're swept away or the other. Trust the universe knows your intentions. You are on course to reach your desires. You are exactly where you need to be. While your sight is limited to the stretch of water immediately before you, the universe sees the entire river, from the mouth of the tributaries and forks all the way to the sea. Now for the journey ahead, filling this time with journaling, gentle exercise, meditation, or creating for the sake of creation. Okay? And this is the prophetic dreams that you have. This has a lot to do with, in the meantime, of you being able to trust as your life, the spirit is weaving your life together, the life that you desire together. And understanding that you are supposed to be in certain places at the right time, understanding that everything's thrown at you is for your highest good, that takes a different state of being to be in. Okay, to understand. All right, ancestors, what messages do you have for us? Since you can see further than we can, how can you guide us on our journey? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Soul loss. The soul loss here. It's experiencing the soul loss. There's a need for you to be gentle with yourself. Somebody needs to be gentler with their body. Got the seer here. Someone needs to be gentle with their body. Loss of identity. The soul loss represents powerlessness and a loss of identity, traumatic events that shake us to our core. So much so that the soul is disconnected from the body and lost in the confusion as we try to make sense of the chaos. It's natural to lose a connection to the truest parts of yourself after trauma. Major events are not only incidents that can trigger trauma, small traumas can accumulate to cause the soul to suddenly and unexpectedly sever its tether to the body. To regain your soul, look to the last time you felt unconditional joy and existent without outside influence. Seek your inner child, that part of your being that still remembers how to laugh and how to approach the world with curious wonder. Connect to the Mother Earth and the simple pleasures of the sun on your face and the grass between your toes. Allow yourself to feel inspired and see the beauty in new adventures and experiences. Notice what feels good or comes naturally to you. Play without any expectations to remind your soul of what joy feels like. Replace suffering with the process of getting to know yourself again. Replace suffering with the process of getting to know yourself again after this soul loss. So the ancestors understand that you have disconnected. Something has disconnected you from your soul. Something has disconnected you from your truest self or your truest being. And you're in this process of getting to know yourself again. There's also this energy of something letting go. There's also you coming back to this origin. But there's a need for you to fill this gap of suffering with you falling back in love with yourself. All right. So I'm going to leave this reading right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys and I will see you in the next video.